LBs and the Cowboys. You tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the, goddamn, they did it again. How about them Cowboys? Click, clack, pow boys. Make you say wow boys. From the QBs, DTs, LBs and the Cowboys. You tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that's silver and blue that did it again. Them Cowboys, click like pow boys. Make you say wow boys. From the QBs, DTs, LBs and the Cowboys. You tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the, goddamn, they did it again. How about them Cowboys? Click like pow boys. Make you say wow boys. From the QBs, DTs, LBs and the Cowboys. You tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that's silver and blue that did it again.
What's good, everybody? What's good? It's Big Game James about in the building. I forgot to change my picture, but I'm about to do that right quick. Hold on. I even changed my image right quick. But what's good, everybody? Y'all know what it is. It's By the Numbers. We've been doing this for about, how many weeks now I've been doing this? Maybe about 7 weeks, maybe, something like that. But it's been fun. Been having a good time with it. And really been learning my own things with this. And I think here we go right here. Let's get some music on here because I've been really loving this music I got right here. There we go. Puts me in that good mood. Puts me in that good relaxing mood. It's good, chill, relaxing music. I love it. Glad I found it. I was like, man, I should have did it on my last show, but man, yeah, this hits the spot right here. But like I said, we're doing by the numbers. Cowboys get a big victory last night. Stomped the Colts, 54 points. You know, that's 6 games since Dak Prescott's been back. 3 40-point games. Been crazy. Cowboys 9-3. Looking good. I said they'd be 12-5. And actually, I said they'd be 8-4 at this point. So no surprises, but just surprises how they're winning these games. I ain't going to lie. The last 6, still frustrated about that Green Bay game. But the way that offense has been rolling, that balance. Still mad at Kellen Moore? Are we still mad at Kellen Moore? I posted that tweet because, once again, I'm going to tell y'all right now, I don't hate the man, nor do I love the man. But I'm cool with Kellen Moore. I don't hate Kellen Moore like a lot of y'all people hate him in these streets. I don't hate on him like that. My thoughts changed a little bit after I saw that playoff game. Really that Cardinals game where Kurt Warner opened my eyes with that playoff game. I just felt like he got to get better. If you got rid of him, I wasn't tripping, but I know he was the favorite son, so get better. I feel like he has, whether it's Mike McCarthy making him get better or whether he's getting better on his own. He's getting better, and these numbers are going to show you. So y'all can, whoever wants to hate on Kellen, that's fine. I ain't trying to change your mind here. I'm just telling you, I ain't hating on him. So let's get over here. What are we going to start with first? What we want to do? Let's do this first. Okay. So first, let's get over to the game. Let's look at these numbers right quick. How we feeling? 9-3. Second in NFC East. I don't know if we moved up in the playoff department right now. I think we're scheduled to play Tampa. I don't know. I haven't really been on it deeply like that, but that's all good. This is by the numbers. So look at those numbers right there. 27.8 points a game. Holding opponent, that's third. Holding opponents to 17 points a game, that's third. I'm probably going to dig, but for a team that ain't running the ball, 7th in the league at 145.9 a game. And you seen that running game ran for 220 yards last night. Passing game, what we tripping off of? This is where we said we wanted, right? We're going to go to Dak numbers. This is what we said we wanted. I'm totally fine. 30-30, baby. 30-30 club. You know what I mean? 30-30 club up in this piece. But you see it, 217, ranked 24th. So that means we ain't throwing it everywhere. We ain't chucking it everywhere. I like seeing Dak's face out there again. But let's go to that game. 54-19, 33 points in the fourth quarter. Never happened. Franchise history, record. Never happened before. Nice. Let's go to these team stats, though, because this is, once again, by the numbers. So let's see, make sure this y'all can see that. Okay, you could. All right. There we go. I'm going to have to move it over a little bit. Let me get it over a little bit. There we go. So if we're looking at it right here, I always like looking at this passing first. Now look at that. I'm going to that rushing because people were complaining so much about Kellen Moore not running the ball. We got to start running the ball. Kellen Moore throws the ball too much. Kellen Moore throws the ball too much. Throw. Like I said, I don't care who's getting him to do it, whether he's doing it on his own or Mike McCarthy's doing it. We're running the ball. So when I hear people crying about it during the game, it's like, why? He's doing, where is it really hurting Dallas? I mean, Dallas is doing, we're supposed to throw the ball too. You have receivers that can catch it. You got Dalton Schultz. You got those young tight ends. You do have CeeDee Lamb. You do have Dak Prescott who can throw it. But if you're doing that 30-30 club like it did in that game, again, you'll be excited. So, first, let's go down here. 10 rushing first downs. We like it. And Indianapolis ain't no bad defensive team. Straight up. Look at that. Ooh, look at that third down efficiency. I like that. Total yards. I ain't tripping on that. Yards per play. I like that. Dang, look at that. 165 yards passing. Ooh, look at that. Completions attempts 30 club. I don't know if they listening, but it sure looks like they getting close to Dak. They was doing the 30-30 club. I said, let's get it together with Cooper Rush. It was really matching like that. And the only time Dallas has really lost is when they've thrown over 40 at times. And it's not because they were behind in the game. It's because they came out with that game plan to throw and it bit them in the butt. So people were trying to tell me, oh, they were behind. No, it wasn't. Those games, that's not what was happening in those games. They weren't throwing themselves in the game. They had that mindset to throw the ball, and it bit them in the butt. So now they got the mindset, well, we're going to run the ball because we got two guys that can really tote the rock, and that young boy, Malik Adams, he can tote it too. We have a run game. We do camp heavily pass protect because we only giving up 14 sacks in the league, 15 sacks now, still first. But if you average 145 yards rushing a game, why are you going away from that? Why not start that and that play action? You play off of that. That's why they call it play action. You play off of it. Opens the game up more. Opens the middle more. CeeDee Lamb does his damage in the middle, the slot. Dalton Schultz is going to be underneath. Michael Gallup and them. They're getting open because of that run game. You can't run. It makes it harder to throw. So, there it is. And this is pass play, not a lot sacks, okay, but that's the key right there. They got 106, but Jonathan Taylor didn't. I said clamp him to under that 100. They've given up 43 sacks, worst in the league. Now go ahead and pin your ears back on Matt Ryan, and you saw what happened. He don't want to get hit. You saw when you just all out blitzed him. He can't move. He's going to throw it in the ground. He's going to take a sack. So shut down that run game and do it. Dallas did that because I said you cannot let Jonathan Taylor get over 100, right? Let's look at what he did. We like that. 21 carries, 82 yards, 3.9 yards a carry. That's damn good. Especially when his runs, okay, when he had like 2 runs over like 12 yards, and those were runs he kind of got out of the play. So it wasn't like he was just churn and churn and churn. He had a couple big runs that really kind of inflate that 82 yards. So for the most part, Dallas held him down. Good job, Dallas. But let's get back over that 30-30 club what we're talking about. 228 carries, right? I'm sorry, 220 yards rushing. Look at the rushing attempts. Yards per rush. Ooh, we love that even better. Only 3 penalties, right? And they had the ball more than us, but that's when those turnovers came in waves right there, some turnovers. But this is what I want to focus on. Once again, 30-30 club, y'all. It works. You stay around that parameter. You got the defense to shut the teams down. That's why I've been pushing this 30-30. I do need to make shirts. I'm lazy with that stuff, though. Nobody come out there and help me. Shit. Please help me. Because that's the saying right there, 30-30 club, and it's been right here. But you see it. 34 rushing attempts, 30 passes. And I'm going to show you something else. Look at this. I'm going to go with the guess what again. Guess what? Laugh out loud. Right on. Dak 30 pass attempts. Cowboys ran it 34 times for 222 yards. Average 145 yards on the ground. But here it is right here. Since 5 games. In 5 games since Dak Prescott's return, Dallas has averaged 30 pass attempts and 34 run attempts in that time. And Dallas is 4-1. 5-1 now. And they really shouldn't have lost to Green Bay. Yeah, I'm just saying, hey, you listen to BGJ. You know, I don't know if you're listening, but to me, that's the formula right there. That is the winning formula. Okay, and let's go to Dak Prescott. Let's go to Dak Prescott right quick. Yeah. And these are just his last 5 games. But look at that, though. This is last 5 games. I works with that. I works with all that. Look at those numbers. I works with all that. You know what I mean? I work with all those numbers right there. This is numbers against Houston. And let's get over to his regular season numbers. Look at that. Regular season. 30 pass attempts. There it is right there, the winning formula. Okay? Yeah, I know Dak's throwing more interceptions, but I think he's taking more chances, and I'm cool with that. For his career, he's averaging 257 yards a game. Right now, he's averaging 223. 30 pass attempts, averaging 223 yards a game. You don't got to prove he's a franchise. You already signed him to a franchise. He can make those plays when he needs to make them, but why we got to keep on trying to force it? You don't got to. Use your run game while it's here. You don't know if you're going to have Tony Pollard here, right? You don't know if Ezekiel Elliott's going to be here. So use these guys when you can, and Kellen Moore, to me, is doing it right. And you can see the pass numbers right here again. By the numbers, look at that. 30, 25. What happened here? 46 lost. 27. They still ran over like close to 30 times, but they were Kellen Moore got pass happy right here. He did. He was throwing it in between inopportune times. And then once you had to get back in the game, you're going to throw the ball more. But if you come with that outset of establishing that run, getting good run plays, you can mix that pass in there. But if you got that good run pass, not pass run, you see what works. And like I said, Kellen Moore is doing it. And I don't know if Mike McCarthy is making him do it, and I don't care. But the identity is being established, and Dallas is winning because of it. And so let's go back here. And let's look at these HODL numbers. Right? A lot of green right here. But here's the thing we should be excited about. Okay? I'm going to go to this again. Rushing yards. They say Dallas don't run the ball. That's why I be listening to people on Twitter. Dallas don't run the ball. Kellen Moore run the ball. Stop it. Dallas runs the ball. They're 7th in the league in rushing attempts. They're in top 10, close to top 5. They were top 5 just a week ago. 1,751 rushing yards, 7th in the league. Dallas runs the ball. He's doing it right. Rushing average, 4.7. Look at the passing yards. I know Cooper Rush had something to do with that in 5 games, but still, Dak is only averaging 223 since he's been back. So still, they haven't shied away. And that's what we were all wondering about, right? That's what we were all wondering about. Was Kellen Moore going to shy away and go back to his past happy ways? Right? That's not happening. So that's where the hope is. So really, it's on, like I said before, it's on Dallas when you get to that postseason. What are you going to do? Are y'all going to choke again? You know, are y'all going to rise above? I'll go back to that statement, you know, and with Todd Archer, and I'll play that again before I get up off here. You know, Dallas has the problem of rising to the occasion. Like you said, doesn't mean they can't. It's just we ain't seen it. And here's another opportunity. It's probably going to be, it's between Dallas and Philly, in my opinion, even in that regular season game. That's not going to end it. And like a lot of people are saying, it's probably going to be Dallas and Philly meeting 3 times this year. Probably going to be happening. I'm cool with that. All right. But you see right here. Now, those are the passing yards, passing attempts. Dallas is still on first on sacks given up. That's pretty good for a much maligned offensive line, for a rookie offensive lineman. A guy, Terrence Steele, who they were still, a lot of people were suspect on. Connor McGovern, who they said was trash at the left guard and he would never be a good one. And Tyler Biadasz, who has stepped up, and they said his terrible center, let's replace him because he ain't got no power. That's pretty good for all that much maligning. And Tyron Smith was out again. First in sacks, you see what that D-line is doing, aggressive, crazy. Those young boys are looking good, man. You know, young boys are looking good. I'm going to go live because I want to talk about I'm going to go my live later tonight, so hopefully you join in. It'll be on the late night. Hopefully you jump in because I want to talk about the Kelvin Joseph thing. Just some things in the air that I want to hear live people say it, but this is by the numbers. I don't want to go live on by the numbers because it throws off my focus. But you see these numbers, man. I like them. A lot of green, some red. We still not in the good on the rushing. But I like the way they bounced back. I like the way they held Jonathan Taylor. You got Derrick Henry coming. We know about Jalen Hurts, Miles Sanders. That's going to be the true test right there. Going to be some tests. Commanders got some decent running games, so we got some more tests before you get there, but I'm ready for the test, and this is what Dallas needs anyway, in my opinion, tests. These are tests they need. So let's jump over here to Pro Football Focus. You know, I like their numbers. I said, don't look at the damn grades. Look at the numbers, man. Look at that. Efficient. That's what we like. He don't got to throw 300 yards a game, 335, 400. No, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, efficient. That pass, yeah, I think Gilmore read that one. It happens. You're not going to be perfect. You see the numbers right here? Drop backs. Let's see what pressure and depth, what we're looking at. Okay, pressure and depth, here we go. These numbers outside you see at the top are 20 plus, these top 3 rows. The middle rows are 10 plus yards, and the rows below them are, you know, short yardage plays. But you see, Dak he went deep 3 times, but one of them got the big penalty. So I like the aggressiveness. Even when it was down, he still tried it. I like that. Didn't really have an efficient game as far as like hitting the deep throws to that, really, but he was efficient as far as once we got inside the Colts territory, he was efficient in scoring those touchdowns. You see where he really cooked them right here. It was a lot of the short yardage, 0 to 10 yards. He worked a lot of that middle. As you can see, CeeDee Lamb worked that middle. You see him really work those ends right here. And then in the screenplay game, people keep on saying you got to throw that scheme out with Michael Gallup. I agree. But can we get some Devontae Turpin in the game, please? I just want to see him a little bit, Kellen Moore. That's what I want to see. He's fast. You can throw it off the defense by throwing him in there. Yes, you can. Let's get right here. Let's see this. Passing pressure. Let you see those numbers yourself. I'm not going to go through all that, but I'm going to let you look at it. Drop backs. This one he's kept clean, under pressure. Not blitzed when blitzed. Efficient, if you look at it. All right, let's go over to this receiving. Not a lot of yards of the receiving aspect, but CeeDee Lamb cooking again. I like the way they move him around. I don't care. You're going to have him in the slot. I already showed those numbers. Go check out that CeeDee Lamb video. He was growing before our eyes. Sorry, CD, I apologize. I'll make sure I apologize on the final word. Remember, I was all up on you last year saying you was the guy. Remember, it was game changer. Remember, it was between Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb, and I was fighting for you last year, so don't act like I didn't fight for you. You just let me down a little bit, but you came back and showed you are a game changer, and you've been showing that these last 5 weeks. Shout out to you. But once again, efficient, leading receiver on the day. Like I said, you didn't have to really go hard in the passing game when you're running for 220 yards, right? You don't have to throw the ball a lot when your run game is crazy. All right? So I like, and for all everybody, I like this right here. Look at the balance. Look at it. See, I like Kellen Moore ways doing it. You know, y'all hate on him if you want to. I don't, and I won't. He ain't terrible to me. Y'all can hate him. If they got rid of him, I'm not gonna cry. But I ain't trying to say get rid of him. Look, 15 in the slot, 15, 14 wide, 51% the slot, 48% wide. Shit, Michael Gallup. You know, yeah, I remember when they were trying to put him in the slot. Look at what they did with Noah Brown. They did the same thing with him, moving him around. That's what you got to do. Find the favorable matchups. Find where he can get loose. That's what you're supposed to do as an offensive coordinator, right? Not just keep him in one spot. Weren't they getting mad at that? You feel me? Like, and then they're getting mad at the targets he's got. Oh, he's already got 100-something targets. Oh, they're over-targeting. Isn't that what they wanted in Dallas? Didn't they want to target a number one? And at the beginning of the year, he wasn't the number. I mean, he wasn't targeted like a number one. He wasn't. You know, actually early, a couple games he was, but when you have Noah Brown, you got a guy in Jalen Tolbert who's not playing. You got a guy who you brought in free agency, James Washington's not there, who's supposed to get the ball, and he's stepped up. So shout out to CeeDee Lamb. I'll not do the depths and direction. Do I want to do that? Let me see. I've never done it. Yeah, this is my first time kind of doing this depths, and this is CeeDee Lamb right here. So, you know, he wasn't cooking them deep. He was working them underneath, hit him in that slot. That's where he does damage. Why take it away from him? If he's good at it, keep him there, man. Move him around. Find your best matchups. That's what you're supposed to do, in my opinion. Here we go. Michael Gallup. Stephon Gilmore, he got a little bit of work. Not too much. Only got 12 yards caught on him. But it was efficient, whatever it was. We saw that bad interception. Gallup could have fought for it more, but I think Gilmore just really read that route. Ain't not really a lot of passing to see this game because they only threw for 170. It wasn't really the offense this game. It was that it was efficient, good field position, turnovers. Those win games. You get 5 turnovers and you're on the opposite side of the field, you're not going to throw 300 yards in a game. But shout out to Kellen Moore for going 34 times for 220. Shout out to that offensive line for doing his thing. All right. Let's get to that rushing right here. Shout out to Malik Davis. Going to be some decisions over there. It's going to be some decisions over there. Look at that, though. Look at that efficiency. Love it. They're finally getting TP involved. I love it. He's finally going to get his 1,000 yards. The most explosive player on the team. I called it a long time ago. Made a video about it. Check it out if you like. Look at that. Yards after contact. I like it. Explosive runs. Both him and Zeke. You know, it's and here's the thing. They bent Zeke because of disciplinary reasons, and he missed like the first 6 plays. That's why people were wondering. But to me, it was cool if you was trying to do the starting thing because I said it's time you can start Tony Pollard now and let your Ezekiel Elliott finish that game. Because when you're is trying to eat up the clock and you're trying to shut a team down, that's where Ezekiel Elliott becomes much more valuable because he's a road grader. He's going to push the pile forward. You feel me? Let's get to that rushing direction. Ezekiel Elliott. Let's see if it stays true to what I've been saying. Tony Pollard gets more of his runs on the left. Ezekiel Elliott gets more of his runs on the right. Let's see if it stays true to that once again. Yep, there it is. Well, there's one big run where he got the 22-yarder. 7.5 on the right side. Look at his numbers on the left. It's crazy, and I'm going to show you again. So that's weird. I don't know why that dynamic is, but Ezekiel Elliott on the right side, that's where he gets his big stuff. Tony Pollard is more that left side in the middle. Bam. There it is. I didn't even look at it. But he did good on the right today because he got out on those sweeps. But he be cooking on that left side, dog. 2 touchdowns. That man just explosive. Explosive. Let's get to this blocking. We don't check on the grades. You see it right here. Let's get this pass block and see who was looking good again. Oh, look at that. Connor McGovern graded out good again. I said don't look at the grades, but damn it, I'm looking at him with Connor McGovern. Look at that. Zach Martin gave up the most pressures. Terrence still gave up a couple hurries on both of them. Everybody's clean. Like seeing that. We like seeing that. Look at that Rook. I don't think he gave up a pressure. They said he loved seeing that. How you love that? See here in the run. See, Jason Peters got in there. I wonder if they just prepping him for Tyler Smith to move inside when Tyron Smith get back. That's probably why he's starting to get some snaps, just so they can get Tyler Smith getting used to go back in that guard when Tyron Smith get back. So that's why we could probably seen Jason Peters playing some plays at left tackle. And I don't know why they didn't move your boy in a guard, but if Connor McGovern was playing good, I think maybe that's why I don't know why they did it. But I know that we're getting ready for that move though. Let's get to this defense, man. Defense did its thing once again. There you go. Man, that Sam Williams is nice, ain't he? Ooh, let's just talk about this defense. You know, I'm a defensive guy, so I'm going to just talk about this defense. I'm going to talk about it and more tonight. That's what I am excited about. If I'm drinking anything, sipping anything on Kool-Aid, I'm sipping that damn defense because it is. I still worry about that run game, but, man, it's exciting. A lot of young players. Shout out to Cowboys front office. Y'all got them you got them young boys playing. I love young players on defense. I can't lie. Young and cheap on defense, I can't lie. Anthony Barr is back. He was, I like seeing Anthony Barr back. That's another healthy linebacker. And now Damone Clark, he's there for you. Osa. D-Law. Hey, I'm apologize to you, D-Law. You've been playing great this year. I'm still going to win that bet on them 12 sacks. I'm getting that 50 because you ain't getting 12 sacks. You ain't getting 6 sacks. If you do, okay, we'll see. I don't believe it, though. But I'm going to get that money. But shout out to you, D-Law, turning up. Dante Fowler Jr., I'm going to leave Kelvin Joseph alone because so many people hating on him. We're going to just go live about that. Give him a chance, though, y'all. Don't throw him away. But you see these numbers. Dallas got a lot of young talent, man. They do. I can't even front. I'm saying I don't like that young talent, man. Pass rushing. Look at that. Whole lot of pressure. Whole lot of pressures. Look at that. Also was giving somebody the Blues. He had the big sack, And Sam Williams got that sack fumble. Look at those numbers. Dallas got ways. Deron Bland turning up. Let's go to him in that coverage, though. Look at that. That's what we love to see because, I just showed I gave the grade on him, and I think he was giving up like 82% on coverage. It was like 27 out of 31. Teams were attacking him. But you can see the playmaking ability, and you saw it again. Look at that. 2 of 5, 40 for 9 yards, and 2 interceptions. Shout out to you. He should get the player of the game on defense, but Malik Hooker was doing this damn thing too. Feel me? Got the interception, got the fumble recovery. Kelvin Joseph was he only gave up half of the catches. I mean, y'all keep on dogging him. And I've been hard on Kelvin Joseph. Lord knows I have been. I questioned did he love the game. I questioned, after that thing happened, the incident with the gun, the shooting. I just questioned why they even keeping him. And I kept on pointing out about Asante Samuel Jr. I kept on talking about him. But get a man a chance, man. I was wrong. A lot of us were wrong on Terrence Steele. He had to grow, develop. It's only his second year. They drafted him in the second round. He has the athletic ability. We saw it the year before against Philly. You saw it against Washington. We were excited about it, but he got derailed with that shooting. Maybe they punished him. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to teach him a lesson. I don't know. But what I do know is he's here now. Anthony Brown is gone for the year. So is Jordan Lewis. Deron Bland is turning up. I want Kelvin Joseph to turn up. People say, he can't do it. He can't cover. That's why he plays special teams. You don't know why he's playing special teams. You don't know. You speculating unless you were actually talking to the Joneses or got inside info. And if you do, cool. I don't know. But for me, it could have been something else. It could have been the doghouse. We don't know. But he did keep quiet. I haven't seen him a lot on social media. I've seen him put his head down and really go hard on that special team. He's one of the best special teams gunners out there. So I'm going to give him his respect for that he hasn't caused a stink since he's got in trouble. He's laid a low profile. I haven't seen him been going hard on Twitter. And I'm going to give him a chance, from my perspective, because he has the talent. He has the athletic ability. He has the size. He's not scared. He's not shy. That's why he's one of the best gunners out there. He's physical. People saying, he don't get his head turned around like Cheeto. I mean, he was playing very well last year when he came on the scene, and we were talking about sliding Anthony Brown and sliding, let him be on the outside. So now you got a chance where you got a Kelvin Joseph who's 6 foot, 6'1", Deron Bland 6'2", Trevin Diggs at 6'2", Mukamu 6'4", Nashawn Wright, if he ever gets on the field, 6'4", 6'5". You got big corners who got good, pretty elite speed, except for Diggs, but those other guys have elite speed. So you really want Kelvin Joseph to step up, and I don't think he's the Cheeto right now. I think he can get his head turned around. I just feel like he needs to get reps. It's hard to come in there cold off after you haven't been playing nothing, and all of a sudden you got to get thrown in the fire. Now you got to make plays. That's not easy. People just think you can just jump off the field and do it. That's not easy, especially if you're not getting work assignments. You got to know the playbook, those type of things. But now you're going to have a full week of reps. And let's see what he can do. I'm not giving up on him, and I'm a believe if he can grasp that mental part and really be serious on it, I think he can be a very good corner for the Dallas Cowboys. But it's the mental preparation that Kelvin Joseph has to do to be better. If Kelvin Joseph can get the mental preparation down and get that mental side down of the game, you'll see he's going to turn the corner. And I'm going to give him that benefit of the doubt. But that's Big Game James by the number. We're a little long-winded today, 35 minutes. Hope you stay tuned. I wasn't live, so it's easy not to. But stay tuned in. Check out the numbers. Listen to what I have to say. We'll have a good time. And we'll talk more about this live later on tonight, on the late night. Jump in there. Check me out. Probably be late, 10, maybe 11 o'clock tonight. We're going to do a late night hype show. And just talk